Good morning. Happy freaking Monday. I'm bfresh with bfresh.media, and this is your weekly wake-up call to kick your marketing out of bed. If you couldn't tell from the sound of my voice or my struggle to breathe, I'm getting over a cold. So I'm pressing through it. It's that time of year. The show must go on, so I'm going to try and get through this real quick. But that being said, this time of year is almost December, and we're coming into, dare I say it, tax season. And it reminds me that marketing and taxes are kind of similar in a lot of ways, and specifically the way in which we react, usually not a positive reaction to both marketing and taxes. So I want to share a couple of ways in which they are similar, but why that's not necessarily a bad thing. All right, so let's just jump into number one. Marketing versus taxes. They're both a scary word. You know that you should be doing more, but you put it off, procrastinate, and wait until the very last minute. At least with taxes, there is a deadline, and there are penalties if you don't file them. So, there's some incentive there. When it comes to marketing, I think that there's no real incentive other than maybe, growing your business, but it often just gets dropped because it can be a scary thing to, dedicate that time and to develop your marketing and get it out. But it doesn't have to be that way. But number two, they're always changing. And this is another reason why it's such a scary thing or difficult, is that it's a lot of work staying on top of what's new and different. Just like, with taxes, there's new government, new legislation. Year over year, things are changing, and it's hard to stay on top of. It's a lot of work. And the same goes for marketing in that, people are changing the way that we communicate, the way we respond to marketing. It's always changing, and staying on top of what's new, what's different, what works, what doesn't work, can be just as time consuming as taxes. So what do we do about this? The way that they're the same, number three, I think, is that you should hire a professional. Just as I recommend that you don't do your own taxes, I recommend that you work with a marketing professional. And it shouldn't be a matter of I can't afford it, but I can't afford not to. I know a lot of businesses that try at the last minute, before their year end, they spend a lump sum on their marketing to get that on the books and to, so they can write that off. But it doesn't have to be that way. When you spend throughout the year in a calculated way, with the help of a professional, that can provide a return instead of just throwing that money away. So if you are still doing your own taxes, why? That's all I have to ask. You should get an accountant, just like you should work with a marketing professional, because it's going to save you so much time, energy, and stress so that you can focus on what's most important, and that's running your business. And that's it. That's all I have for this week. I hope you found this tip helpful. You can find more on my blog at bfresh.media. And don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends, family, other business owners who will find this helpful. And have a happy freaking Monday. We'll see you next week.